Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we share with you an original experience and design of our Shinto shrine. Our clientele at NTT Medical Center, located in Tokyo, Japan, has partnered with us for a new proposal of a Shinto-inspired chapel with influences from designer Elsie de Wolfe. The allotted space for the chapel is 7.5 meters wide by 8.5 meters long and 4 meters in height with no windows. The space is designed to follow the path of a Shinto ritual with implemented design principles of Elsie de Wolfe, including simplicity, suitability, and proportion, while also considering principles of beauty, reflection, and a journey. De Wolfe's practice of simplicity and function are reflected through a rigid structure and emphasis on a linear pathway in a Shinto shrine. She often stripped existing spaces down to their basic design principles in order to recognize the beauty of the space in its most simplified form. This idea can be translated through the steps taken in the ritualistic journey within the Shinto shrine upon entering under the structure of the torii. The compressed form in which you enter symbolizes your tainted state before releasing yourself of bad entities. A small counter is available for individuals who opt to participate in this practice of freeing themselves of misfortunes by writing and tying a note prior to entering the presence of the kami. Ambient lighting directs the user to the beginning of the journey that will lead them to a renewed being. Upon exiting the compressed space, a stepping stone leads the individual to an optional cleansing station, which is an element unique to the Shinto religion where they can cleanse their hands and mouths before moving into a state of meditation. We feel as though these two design decisions are appropriate for a hospital setting when moments of prayer and reflection are essential for the well-being and healing of all patients.
Nature is a motivating factor behind both the Shinto experience and design elements incorporated by Elsie de Wolfe. The entrance of the torii, the hanging of prayers and bad spirits, and the purification of one's physical being through the cleansing station are representations of rituals that take place on the exterior of the chapel. We have incorporated rigid panels, bamboo trees, flowing water, and a structured division between the comfort of a soft interior to the hardness of nature and its defining elements. With no windows in the space, illuminated glass panels with tree etchings create an illusion of the outdoors. The hypnotic sounds of flowing water follow you down the linear path, where a mirrored panel allows for a final view of oneself before completing the process of restoration. Turning the corner, the ceiling is released to full height to represent a sense of arrival into the meditation area. Light immediately draws the eye to the central focal piece, which is a representation of the pathway and entrance to renewal now being completed by the user. Instead of a hard glass surface, wall panels covered in a printed fabric provide acoustical absorbency while demonstrating the design decisions de Wolfe would have made to establish a comfortable and beautiful interior. Optional seating for the user is available through benches or soft mats stored in a wooden basket. However, if an individual chooses to pass through, the path continues along the outer perimeter to avoid disruption amongst those in prayer. A soft sheer barrier distinguishes the interior from the exterior. However, it does not fully disconnect the individual from the sounds of nature. The elements of nature may not visually be seen, but the feelings of zen and peace still exist within the spirit of the user. When the individual chooses to exit, they re-enter on the path that leads to the outside world once again. The process of renewal is continued past the storage closet on the left, but ends once the individual fully removes themselves from the chapel. Thank you again for joining us on this journey. We hope you enjoyed and will consider our design to allow for a renewable experience for your patients.